Welcome once again to the Reading Room, the companion YouTube channel to the podcast called The Comic Shop that we do every week.
Wow.
Yes, I did.
Again.
Yes, I did. Today is Sunday.
Father's Day,
June 18th.
Happy Father's Day. Right?
2017. I don't remember what year it was. Happy Father's Day, Scott. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Not just the fathers, the dads. If you may not be the actual biological father, but you fulfill that role. Good on you. So, we are going to talk about comic books for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And while we do it, we're going to drink Zima. Not so
all you 90s kids remember
All you
this.
90s kids remember this. And apparently, the people that make it, that we bought it for $4 a six-pack back in the 90s, apparently they think we're all gainfully employed now.
Because it's $10 a six-pack now.
God bless novelty.
But, you being the dumb that I am, I went and bought it.
And it really is still
It's the
pretty
same.
tasty. It is.
It's the same.
God bless him. All right, so yes, we'll talk about comic books for a little bit. So you see what I've got. Scott has a wide selection.
Yeah, but none of them I'm really that familiar with. These are things that I picked up on my treasure hunt.
That's okay. Quantity and quality. You get the best of both worlds up in this piece. All right, you go ahead.
Now, being that the TV show is coming soon, we have Cloak and Dagger #1. I don't know if you can see that without glare, but here we go. Cloak and Dagger #1.
I'll do the overlays. You know that.
It's been years since I read that, so most of you Marvel boys are familiar with the origins. Then we have Clive Barker's The Ecto Kid. This is #1, but I don't know how far they went with it because it's Clive Barker.
Razor Line, is that the imprint?
It's Marvel's Razor line. Yeah.
Interesting.
Death is only the beginning. Cutting edge adventure starts here. Superheroes from the mind of Clive Barker.
It's a very contemporary looking cover,
Yeah,
but
it's
the
all
wordage
raised.
that they did was kind of like old school.
Yeah. It was all raised up and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all pretty neat. Once again, I haven't read it. I just picked it up, and there it is.
Scott has a tendency to find the most interesting things in long boxes at like estate sales.
Yeah. Well, this is another one. This is from Techno Comics, #0, Neil Gaiman's Wheel of Worlds. So,
A very Gaiman-esque kind of image.
yeah. Look at it.
Yeah.
And then there's X-Men Prime. This is gorgeous.
That is a pretty book.
Gorgeous cover that's wrapped around, but I don't want to break the spine to show you that. So, yeah. And this happened in, 1995. So it is right around the end of the Age of Apocalypse storyline. Also the storyline where Wolverine had put his claws through Sabretooth's head and gave him kind of a lobotomy. The Nate Summers, the X-Man from the Age of Apocalypse storyline, shows up in this as Earthfall. There's the page where he hits our universe. So yeah, but this is a big money book actually, or it used to be.
Yeah. It's a clever cover design, that's for sure.
It is. Well, it falls into the same category as X-Men Omega.
Right on the back too. They got
Like X-Men Omega was the same way.
weird
So
panels
that was what I got. Short, sweet. Yeah, that's decent art.
It's cool art. There's some weird panels. It's like you.
What's Neil Gaiman?
I know. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, I have no idea what is going on here in the best possible way.
Yeah, you'd have to read it.
Technophage.
That's another one of the
Oh, these are back from the mid '90s.
Yeah.
Okay. Dig it.
craziness,
Yeah.
some weird stuff. Well, you have
I
something
have.
that's coming soon as well.
Yeah, sticking with the theme that I had, like what I did last week with the Wonder Woman books. I talked about this on the podcast a while ago. Actually, probably pretty near a year ago. This is Black Panther #1 from the most recent relaunch. It was a year ago now, June 2016 it launched. When we knew at that point that there was a movie coming. That's right after Civil War dropped, so we saw Black Panther on the screen. And this is interesting because of the authorship. This is this writer's very first attempt at writing a comic book, and it's Ta-Nehisi Coates, who, if you don't know who he is, he's a very prominent contemporary African-American writer and journalist. He writes for The Atlantic. He has written books that, I think one of them was called Between Two Worlds, won the National Book Award. He's a MacArthur Foundation Genius Grant recipient, that kind of stuff. And I'm not saying that, your regular comic book writer is your regular comic book writer and this brings extra gravitas to it, but because of his position in contemporary African American culture, it kind of like, it's a no-brainer. Why don't we have this guy write the relaunch of this book? That a year from now we're going to start thinking about the movie that we just got that badass trailer for last week.
Bad trailer,
right.
wow.
So this book is not a lot of punchy smashy. It's the setup. It's a continuation of what's been going on in Black Panther's world in the Marvel Universe. A lot of stuff going on with Doctor Doom. A lot of stuff going on with Thanos, in fact, and floods and coups and revolutions and stuff like that. So there's a lot of words, not wordy, but there's a lot of words, a lot of thinking, a lot of trying to figure out what the
action.
Yes, there is some action, and also thinking about what the motivation of some of these characters are. And he's just returning to Wakanda. His sister Shuri has been sitting on the throne in his stead, and also has been the Black Panther before this launch. And the costume is very, very, very Iron Man-esque.
Oh yeah,
builds itself from around him and vibranium and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a thoughtful book. It's an extremely thoughtful. Ta-Nehisi Coates does the words. Brian Stelfreeze and Laura Martin do the pictures. And I think that creative team may still be on the book. I'm not sure. I didn't follow up with this one.
The art's not bad, though.
The art is really cool. It's like I keep saying about art, right up my alley. Well done, not too stylized. The only thing stylized in this is sometimes the backgrounds, just give you a suggestion. But really, it showcases Wakandan technology. It showcases the thoughts, how hard it is for a good man to be a king, especially when he hasn't been on his throne for so long, and figuring out the politics of what's going on in his country. I mean, it's cool. The cover is extremely powerful.
Bold, right there.
Yes,
Rah,
but then he is, and the city behind it. But then you notice that the flags are burning, and it's cool. So there's a little bit of suggestion of what's going on deep down inside. Anyway, because I wanted to, same thing with Wonder Woman. Wanted to stay topical to the stuff that we've been seeing out in the culture nowadays with the trailer that dropped last week. I thought I would revisit Black Panther #1 from June 2016, written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. So there you go.
Wow, that was really quick.
I'm okay with it because it's hot out here.
It is a little bit. It's a little bit.
All right, so for June 18th, 2017, this has been the Reading Room. We are going to roll right into recording this most recent issue of the comic shop itself, which is going to feature a huge amount of feedback.
Yes, record.
A huge record amount of feedback.
We love
it. If you're looking at the YouTube channel and you're one of those people who have not gone back to check out the podcast, this would be an excellent week to check out the podcast because we have nothing to talk about.
Well, we have one show.
Actually, we have one show. But we also have an epic amount of feedback that we're going to do due diligence and devote the bulk of that episode to a wider conversation with voices that you hear, but some voices that you don't hear all the time, and and lots of things said by those voices. And that will be issue 83.
Yes, it will.
This is episode 8 of the Reading Room.
It is.
I think I got my numbers right. Okay, so facebook.com/thecomicshop1. I'll put the link in the description, like I always do.
Like
and subscribe, share. Most importantly, share. And you obviously know now how much we love feedback.
Keep it coming. Bring it to us.
Give it to us, please. We love to be fed back, and like to hear what you guys are thinking about what we're talking about. And I'll make the same thing I said last week. Make a recommendation about books that you want us to talk about. Classic books, legacy books, independent books. It doesn't matter. Books for kids. It doesn't matter. We've had books for kids up here. Keys, non-keys. It doesn't matter. Anything you want to talk about, it says anything even remotely that is on the page, in the print, or even if it's something that we cover digitally, let us know. Give it to us.
Any story you ever read that you really liked?
Give it to us. We'll give it back to you, and that's the way it works. All right, so this is Scott. I'm Eric for the 18th of June, 2017. This has been the Reading Room. We will see you again next week. Take it easy.
No, we won't see them next week.
Crap, that's right.
Too late.
No, it's not too late. We're taking next week off. Sorry about that.
You're really gonna...
Sure, why not?
Oh, boy.